What do you expect to get out of releasing the CD?
Well, I hope that it just blesses people. I expect that it's going to be received well. I put a lot into this. There's been a lot of sacrifice, a lot of songs that I've written from my youth that have been refined over many, many years. And we held nothing back this time as far as expense goes. I've bought some more equipment, some better quality equipment and things like that, and I expect that it's going to be received well, because I think as I continue to go, the work that I'm doing is improving. And nothing against the Christmas CD, it's a wonderful CD and everybody likes it, but I think that I'm improving on that, and so I think it's going to be received well, and I expect that it will.
And how long have you been associated with the project that you're currently playing at?
Jeremy and I, a couple of years ago, got together and we kind of recorded a basic track at his house, and ever since then we've been in contact and practicing together and talking about what we're going to do in the future, and all the future's now. So.
And what year are you currently in college playing?
Right now I'm a freshman at Oregon State as a music education major.
Okay, quite fitting.
Yeah.
So is this a learning experience that you think you're going to be able to use for the future?
Absolutely. It's definitely studio time, and the more the better. I know as becoming a master's student in college, I need to put together a portfolio of all the things that I've done, and this will absolutely help that out.
What's the most challenging part about playing concert versus recording studio?
Concert, you can mess up, and well, you mess up on one note, you just make the next note better. But in studio, it's got to be perfect. And it's in concert, sometimes you'll have a couple people playing the same kind of thing that you are, but in studio, you're out there with your pants off by yourself.
And what's your favorite part about studio?
I don't know. The editing. I really like editing. I've worked with Pro Tools and that stuff before, and I really enjoy it. But watching it by a professional, it's really cool.
Very nice. All right. Well, we'll come back to you in a little bit.
Cool.
Okay, so the next musician I want to talk about is a young man named Michael Gunderson. Now, I worked with him back in 2010 on the A Light in the Storm song, and during that time he was just coming fresh out of high school and just a very talented young man, and he played the French horn on my version of the song How Great Is Our God, and then he also played bass guitar for me on 3 other songs. So the songs that he worked on was How Great Is Our God, French horn, Walking Patiently, which is a song that I wrote, he played bass guitar on, and then 2 covers, one, You Are Worthy of My Praise, and then the other one he played bass on was a song called Let God Arise. So I'm going to take you back to that time and show you a video that I put together to talk a little bit about the French horn first. So let's take a look at that.
I am Michael Gunderson, and right here I have the French horn. I'll be playing that today at I'm also a bass player. I'm going to do a couple recordings with Jeremie.
Working with Michael was a really cool experience. He's a neat young guy and very talented. One of my hopes was to maybe encourage him to continue in his musical endeavors.
So, what's your favorite part about working with Jeremie?
It's the experience of the whole this whole studio, and it's something I haven't ever done before. So it's a really nice treat to come in here and experience all this stuff. It's neat. It's just nice to take what God has given me and be able to share that with the next generation and hopefully pass some of that on. I really enjoyed working with Michael. Like I said, he's just an outstanding young man. I see really bright things in his future. I like the music, how everybody's happy, everybody's on the same page when it comes to it. It's nice. Everything flows really nice and gets laid down nice. He's done a really good job with this song. He did some bass work, and we have another one that he's going to do a bass track on. So I'm excited to see how that's going to turn out too. But so far, for a guy his age, he handles things incredibly professionally, and he knows what he's doing. So very good young talent. I had to kind of direct him when we were in the session, because the timing for that intro is there's no click track, there's no beat, it's just a free-flowing thing, and I already had the keyboard set that I created, so I kind of had to guide him through that. That was really kind of interesting, kind of a teamwork, me conducting, him playing, and Clark, our mixing engineer, doing the recording and mixing all of that stuff. So it was a lot of fun to do all of that, and it turned out good. Okay. Okay? Okay. So you do that pass, and then all the way through, and then you basically repeat that again. Yeah. Just the timing part is...
Yeah, that's why I'm going to conduct to help you with the timing.
Okay.
All right. We're ready, Clark. So as I mentioned earlier, Michael also played bass guitar on 3 other songs. One of those songs was a cover that I did of the song You Are Worthy of My Praise. So check that out. next song that Michael worked on was a song called Walking Patiently, and that is a song that I wrote. It was interesting because we were just going to have him do You Are Worthy of My Praise on that day that we were doing that particular session, but we were so ahead of schedule that we had time to do a second song, and so we were able to get that one done as well. So check that out real quick.
Yeah, that's cool. That is cool.
Sweet.
Yes. Now, this will be probably 1 or 2 takes. And it's going to sound better in the bass I have there.
Did you do that on the keys?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I did it on the keys. Not too bad. But just being ahead of schedule is an amazing thing because it's never happened. And
when did you have it scheduled until?
Well, I think we're going until 6, but I thought that between your bass and my guitar, that might take us right up to 5. And we are incredibly ahead of schedule.
Yeah.
Enough to where I can have you come in and do another song, which wasn't in the budget until now. So, God is good.
Yeah.
So the last song that Michael came in for was a song called Let God Arise, which is a cover tune that I decided to do. And the reason I decided to do this song was I do a lot of my own recordings and a lot of my own work myself, as you know by now. But sometimes it's just awesome to bring in friends and family and just have a good old-fashioned jam session. So that's kind of what I wanted to do with this. And I brought in, my brother Ben, my brother Bill. I brought in Jean-Pierre for that song. I brought in my buddy James from, a friend from 12 years old, childhood, and Michael. So it was neat to have Michael be a part of this, and he's really good on bass. He's got some good skills, and he's intuitive. He was a little bit nervous when it came to doing his solo part, because in that song there's a breakdown part where each of the musicians have a turn doing a little bit of a solo, and so he was a little bit nervous about that, but not so much that it was impeding his ability to do what he needed to do. And at the end of the day, he did a really good job, and I think he was pretty proud of it. I'm pretty proud of it. And so let's just show you just a little bit of his time working on that song.
Hi, Mom.
What was that?
Huh?
What did you say?
Hi, Mom.
Cool. 7, 8, and you're up.
That was my best, but
Huh?
that's not what I wanted to play. So,
Alright.
my experience with drums, percussion, and basses, all three of them have to work together, doing their separate parts, but they all make the whole thing for the rhythm section. And the bongos in that section are going dun 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 dun. Basically, okay, the drum's going to be going dun 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 dun, and you're going to be in between dum 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 dum, that kind of stuff. Dun 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 dun. So what you're needing to do is find your space in between the beats.
Okay.
So let's listen to it.
I'll get back on there for you.
That's going to be the key piece to this solo, is finding the rhythm that's in between the beats.
Yeah.
And that's what's going to make the listener go, whoa, there's a bass there. They just need to hear you. And a couple of cool little things, and then all of a sudden, Michael Gunderson is the best bass player in the world.
Not quite.
Well, I'm back at the studio again, and today we're going to be recording Michael Gunderson. He's going to be doing bass guitar on Let God Arise. I've been long waiting for this one. We've had plenty of practice sessions. He's the one that did the bass guitar on Walking Patiently and the French horn on another song, so looking forward to this. A little bit tired this morning. That's part of the sacrifice sometimes. It doesn't matter how you feel. The job needs to get done. The schedule's made, and I got the musicians scheduled and the studio time scheduled, and just got to do what I got to do. It doesn't matter if I got a sore throat or whatever. So sometimes it takes a little bit of sacrifice to get this done, but I'm committed, and I'm going to get it out on time. So see you in the studio. Okay.
I was checking my grades today, and there's a class that I was sick for a lot of, and it's a cardio fitness class that it's graded on showing up, and there's at least 5 absences that I had out of a 10-week term, and it's only once a week. And so I talked to the teacher, and she said that she was going to have me just drop in. She'd sign all the paperwork, and I checked my grades today, and it appears I got a B in that class somehow.
How'd that happen?
No idea. No idea. But it was supposed to be a well-deserved F that I was gonna get out of, but somehow I ended up with a B on that class.
Man. Well, it's better to be lucky than good. All right, so what are you doing today, Mike?
Today I'm going to be recording a bass track for Let God Arise, and see what God has in stores for today.
Okay. How you feel?
Feeling pretty good.
Good.
Feeling pretty good.
Excited?
I'm excited. I guess a little nervous about the solo, but feeling pretty good.
Yeah. But we got time.
Oh yeah.
You'll knock it out.
Yeah.
All right. Clark, are we almost ready?
Yeah, I got the track up here. I just thought I'd let the track run. You guys can talk while I get stuff plugged in.
Okay, sounds.
Unless you got something else you want to do, that was my thinking here.
No, this is what we want to get working on.
So it should just take me a sec to get
All right.
stuff plugged in and working here.
Sounds good. Oh, there's the axe.
Yep.
What kind of guitar is this?
This is a Spectre. No. Yeah, it's a Spectre 5-string bass.
Cool. Electric bass.
Yep. Got nice EMG pickups and
All right. We'll get started in just a minute here.
it's tuned up. It's kind of bad.
Go.
Okay, you ready?
Stand over here.
Here you go.
on the very first phrase, actually, you left a little bit of just like a 16th note. Yeah. See here that little pause? I think that was kind of cool. And if you keep some of that happen, so that not all the notes are the full beat, I think that'd be cool.
Okay, that's what I was going to ask you about, Jeremy. Do you want it? If you want it. Or.
Yeah, that's better.
Yeah.
Yep, that's more feeling. It's more finesse.
Okay.
So now I'm going to show you Michael's solo, but before we do that, and it'll be real short here, I kind of wanted you to see the development of his solo. I'm just kind of singling that out so you can see a progression that all of us musicians go through, myself included, where there's trial, there's error, there's practice, there's collaboration, and these things are developed over time, and there's a progression to it. So, not to pick on Michael, but just showing you kind of a little bit more of that progression before he finally nails that solo. So take a look.
Try again.
Yeah.
Oh, I had a perfect shot too.
Sorry.
Yeah. That's okay. I'll just duplicate what I just did. I know the feeling. Just keep rocking through it.
That's close.
That was pretty close, yeah.
All right, take 5. Well, that was good. That was a good take.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
That'll work.
All right.
I think we're ready to start editing here.
So the last thing I want to share is just this little tidbit of what's coming. During my time with Michael, we had this moment. It was the time when Clark, the mixing engineer, went on a lunch break. We had a little bit of downtime, and so we started just kind of jamming while we were waiting for him to come back. And I started showing him this new tune that I was working on, a tune that was not going to go on the A Light in the Storm album, but one that is actually going on the new album I'm working on now. So even back then, while I was putting together the A Light in the Storm project, I had these concepts already for new material that I wanted to work on. So I ran it past him and we kind of jammed a little bit, and real interesting because even though Michael didn't come back to play on that new tune, because our paths just kind of separated, and he got married and has 2 kids now and is very busy. And it just didn't occur to me to contact him about this tune. It still was just really fun to just spend some time with him and just noodle around with it a little bit and get some ideas. So I'm going to show you just a little bit of that, and then I'm going to show you a sample of that tune now that it's finished. So take a look.
I'll just leave this going. I wonder, for your stand-up bass, if you could come up with something for this. It's a little jam session here.
Okay. So you're in A minor? Or A major?
So, it's already sounding cool. A, D, A, D to a G. We just wrote something
Still
cool.
working?
We just
Oh,
wrote
now
something.
you're on to something else? I can't leave you guys alone for a minute, can I?
Oh man, check this out, Clark. This is like cool. A, D, A, go into the G. Something like that.
Cool.
I mean, that's just like in a few minutes, so
Yeah, sure.
nothing major, but that's kind of a cool sound, isn't it?
Uh-huh, yeah, it's nice.
Makes you want to just get a cup of coffee and relax.
So there's the story on Michael Gunderson. And if you're out there and you're seeing this, I just want to say, Michael, thank you once again for your participation on that album. That music has touched many lives. And I wish you and your family well. And God bless you, buddy. So now we're going to go to the next episode. That's all I have for this episode. In the next episode, we're going to be talking about an old childhood friend of mine named Jim Loftus, who came in to play drums on the Light in the Storm album. So look forward to seeing you again, and have an awesome day. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed that episode. Real quick, just want to give you some information. If you are looking for these albums, you can find my music on iTunes or Amazon MP3. There's other websites that are available on, but those are the most prominent. You just go into their search engines, you type in Jeremie Heston. My first name is spelled Jeremie, and my last name is spelled Heston. So type those in the search engines and the album should come up and you can download them. They're not very expensive. Also, if you haven't been able to follow every episode of the video series, both season 1 and season 2 are going to be available on YouTube. And you just simply type in Jeremie Heston, My Journey Making Music. And then of course, whatever episode number you're looking for. So for example, Jeremie Heston, My Journey Making Music, episode 1. Type that in and you'll be able to find all of the episodes. Season 1 has 22 episodes, and season 2 I think is going to have 10 or 12 episodes. I'm not sure at this point, but I'll put a little video at the end of those episodes when I get to that. So anyway, thanks again for watching. Thank you for your support, and God bless you.